Good morning, Grand Rising. Ooh, in these last 2 weeks, I learned a couple things about myself. I learned number one, I do want to gift for Mother's Day. Yeah, I wanna be surprised like it's my birthday. I wanna be, honored because I gave birth. Um, Usually I don't care about that stuff. But what I learned about my kids is they actually listen to me. A lot of times I think they're not, or I thought they wasn't. But literally 2 weeks before Mother's Day, I was like, man, I wish I had a rocking chair. So when I'm having low blood sugar issues, pulled muscles, or anything like that, I could just rock, which would help my muscles to loosen up without, working out crazy about to pass out with low blood sugar. Anyway, they got me one. They got me a rocking chair. And I love it so much. And I rock in it every day. And it actually helps my knees, my joints, my hips, everything to loosen up. So it's just an addition. Ugh. So that was one thing I learned. I had the other two things in my brain. Oh, another thing I learned is when it comes to, eating food, the more meat I eat, the more weight I gain. And I've really been looking at that for the past, since last year, really, really over the years. But I'm doing Herbalife, having two shakes, you know, eating one meal. It actually healed my body, like internally. I went from having extremely heavy cycles to, my body is good now. It's nothing like it was. And sometimes I hardly can tell it's coming. My hormones are balanced. I feel really good. I don't experience all the stuff that I used to experience, from all the stress and the food and everything. So, what I've learned is no meat equals no weight problem. And I was told that last year. I didn't really get it, because I couldn't see past all the other words and the movements and all this stuff, but now I get it. The more meat I eat, the more it affects me internally, and also it stops me up. And then the more vegetables and fruits that I eat, it actually has everything loose, everything good, smooth, like no issues with my blood sugar. Um, I have moments when I'm not eating enough, and that's when I run into problems. Because a lot of times I'm not hungry. Like right now, I just finished eating some oatmeal. I made it myself because the instant cereal it actually makes my hands hurt because it's too much sugar. It makes my head hurt because it's too much salt. So with this, it's just some oatmeal. I put cinnamon in it. I sweeten it with maple syrup, and I cooked it in water. But it actually tastes good. And sometimes I add stuff like raisins or something like that to it. Today I just wanted it plain. Another thing I learned is salt. I add salt to my water. I have a big container that looks like this that I got from Walmart. Um, I'll add salt to that container and then drink it, you know, throughout my morning. So now I've learned I don't have to rush to guzzle down a gallon of water and be peeing everywhere. I actually can take it in smaller doses, with the goal of getting more than a gallon. I mean, not more than a gallon, more than a half a gallon. Sometimes I hit my mark of a gallon, And sometimes I'm probably two 16-ounce cups away from it. So I start my morning with it. But every morning I drink 2 cups of water. That's 16 ounces. Sometimes I do two 16 ounces, not back to back to back, maybe like a 30-minute space in between, something like that. I start with fruit. Like today, I had grapefruit. And then later, I had the oatmeal. So normally, I'll have a shake for breakfast. But I'm teaching myself how to eat because losing weight is not enough, because the minute I run out of money for the shake mix for Herbalife, the minute I start eating food and skipping the shakes, even if it's one, I gain weight fast. I thought it was just me. I mean, yeah, of course it's my me making my choices. And also it's the eating out and different things like that. But I just noticed that, if you're going to eat meat, you got to eat vegetables. You have to. If you want to live, you got to drink water. You have to. If you don't want to drink water all the time, you got to eat juicy, watery fruits. Watermelon, grapefruit, oranges, different things like that. I can't eat oranges. I think I'm allergic to them. My body reacts when I eat them. So, yeah, like, and I learned a little trick when it comes to salt. If I add salt to my water, it'll help me to retain my water better, where I'm not peeing it all out. But at the same time, um, if I just if I'm peeing out all my water, that means that my body's already hydrated to a certain point. If I'm peeing right away, but if I guzzle down some water, my body was dehydrated. If my lips feel chapped, um, throat itchy, ears itchy, I'm dehydrated. I need water. So yeah, I'm just learning so much about myself. Something else I learned about myself, when it comes to like treating my family, I treated them on a little mini vacation for the first time. I learned about myself that I'm really bossy. Bossing my mama, bossing my kids, bossing the people. I mean, it's not intentional. I think that I'm in that moment, I was thinking that I was helping to keep things in order, or something. But yeah, I'm bossy. It's like I knew it, but I really see it now. Being bossy is not fun. You think that you're doing a good job and you're keeping things in order, keeping people in line, you know, going after what you want, but really it's a drag. Don't nobody want to be bossed around. Okay. And then the final thing I want to share, I was invited to go to a church for a special celebration, and they had a guest pastor that came. Long story short, this dude came in the door saying how much him and his members brought to the celebration. And he said how much he wanted the church to come up with for their own celebration. And I thought that, he was scamming them. I mean, that don't mean I don't think it now, but in the moment I was thinking, man, what's wrong with this dude? That ain't right. You know, bill money is coming up. People got to pay their bills. And I mean, sure enough, he got all that he requested. And it's crazy. I see that he's an excellent salesperson. My oldest son told me, hey, don't be hating on him. Who he say, don't hate the player, hate the game. He said what I should have did was went up and asked him for advice and tips. And, telling him, I said, I make jewelry, and, I can make bracelets and necklaces, and they're unique pieces and stuff like that. But it's like this guy actually went for his goal. He didn't care about what people would think about him. And He didn't care that it was a small church. He was effective. And then he turned around and asked his members for more. Like, it was crazy. Like, I didn't believe that he was going to raise the high amount that he said. Well, he did even above it. So, man, see, I got to just not judge. Even though it's a church setting and all that stuff, don't judge. Especially if I want to be a great salesperson. I ain't going to do it like I saw him doing it, you know. But I will appreciate the fact that he was driven. He was driven enough to speak it out, to ask, and to ask again and to ask again. Yeah, like, I mean, that money, it was so much money, I could have paid my rent. I could have paid a car note. But one good thing now, that church, if they have any bills that's due, any things that need to be repaired, now they can get it done. Shoot. I kind of want to see how things are going to go when that church go visit his church for his celebration. He's probably going to be expecting them to come in the door with, with Jesus himself to raise all that money. Like, man. But anyways, just a little quick update where I'm at right now with my weight. I just started working with someone yesterday. Um, well, I've actually been working with this person for a while, but I'm officially signed up since yesterday. So basically, I am learning plant based. Not just eating some vegetables here, some fruit there, but I'm actually learning about the combinations of food, how much of it I need to eat in a day, different things like that. Like yesterday, I weighed myself. I'm at my highest in like a year. It's at 282.6. That was yesterday. And then today, I'm at 281.8. So, ounces and all that stuff, I pay attention. So like Herbalife, I'm still drinking it. It actually gives me energy and everything. So like January this year, I was at 263.6. And then February 27th, I weighed myself, I was at 272. And then March 21st, I was at 276. I was just climbing. And then yesterday, 282.6. So this is a result of eating out all the time. Like I moved to Orlando. I'm surrounded by food places, but it's not even tempting for the food places. It's the fact that I didn't want to cook. It's the fact I started. Sometimes I didn't have the money to buy my shakes. Sometimes I had drank my shakes, but I turned around and I ate more food. Like it's just a combination. Sometimes I was emotionally eating. Like that's a big jump in a small amount of time. And trust me, I feel it. I feel it. I feel it in my breathing, um, my blood pressure. I'm still not taking medication. So what I see is when it came to Herbalife, I could lose 6 pounds in a week, and that's because I did plant based on my own. I was doing between vegan and plant based, and later I started eating, like chicken, different things like that. Not even because sometimes I was craving it sometimes, but because I didn't know what else to eat or I didn't want to spend, $15 on a salad and then be hungry in an hour. And then I didn't want to keep buying salad and then it spoils. So now I'm finally at a place where I got the stuff that I need in the refrigerator. And I got other options when I want like a burger or something like that. That's not a burger. I don't eat tofu. Um, but yeah, just trying different things. So that is where I'm at. Um, Other than that, I mean, I had a pull muscle. So like for 3 weeks, I couldn't do any of my line dancing. Really a month, but couldn't do any of my line dancing, and then couldn't go to the gym. I was in so much pain. Oh my God. But if I would have been eating, sticking to my plan, then I would have been fine. Just the exercise is not what makes me lose weight, it's the food. But now, instead of like trying to battle with, how like I'm not eating enough meats or eating too much proteins, like all that stuff, instead of doing all that, trying to figure out the shakes, I'm still gonna buy the shakes because, like I said, they give me energy, minerals, nutrients, all that stuff. Our food, just food alone, is not enough. At least that's what my body is showing me. But now I'm going to focus on eating, like literally being intentional so that I know that I hit my protein amount, my protein goals, and I have everything situated. There's an app called Daily Dozen, and Daily Dozen, it literally tells you how much you're supposed to eat, like how much of, oops, is letting me know how much with nuts. Nuts is just once a day. It looks like this. It has the apples, the greens, all that good stuff, beans. And then also, if you click it, it shows you options, like, and it has videos. So this app has been really helpful. Like yesterday when I went grocery shopping, it was so easy because I literally could click to get ideas of whole grain. And, I was able to see, oh, okay, whole wheat pasta, you know, and then I don't really eat a whole lot of like rice and different things like that. But yesterday I was playing around with brown rice. But yeah, so that's where I'm at. I mean, I'm learning a lot. I'm ready to go deeper. I don't want just a little shake, in the morning and a shake at dinner. I don't want that. What I want to do is what I've been asking for the longest is learn how to eat, but not necessarily to be stuffed, sluggish, but learning how to eat where I'm getting all the stuff that I need for the day so I can continue to hit my weekly mark. So the result of that will be weight loss, but that's not my focus. My focus is eating, eating the foods that I need to keep me functioning and running good. All right, well, that's where I'm at. It is May, May 23rd today, 2023. And I'm excited to see all that I learn. I'm not trying to do it perfectly. I'm not claiming a side. What I do want to do is I want to be able to eat my food and not be miserable with indigestion, heartburn, gas, all the stuff that come out of certain foods that I eat. And I don't have a gallbladder, so I can't even break down certain things. I mean, it literally can make me dizzy and pass out trying to eat something that my body can't break down. So I expect to be feeling better. And anytime I'm not feeling my best is because I'm not eating enough of something. So with the coach, he's helping me through all that. So yeah, and he's plant based too. So that really matters to me. He's been plant based for 3 years, and he's in Switzerland. So I wanted someone that wasn't plant based for 20, 30 years because it turns into something else. I'm not. I'm doing it for the animals. I'm not doing it for the industries out there, ruining people's diets and all that stuff. No, I'm doing it because I want to learn how to take care of myself better. I want to live a good life. I want to be able to not be full of mucus and inflammation and high blood pressure and all this other stuff that, goes on with my body. I actually want to enjoy the body that I'm in. Okay. Not just saying, oh, I accept my body, plus size, all that stuff. No, I want to be able to function in this body and feel great and just get better and better and better at understanding what I need, to function. All right. Well, that's it for now. If you stuck around all this time, because it say 20 minutes, wow, thanks. All right, well, you have a beautiful life. Enjoy the rest of your year. And just thank you for caring enough to even listen. And I hope that you're well and, reach out. I can, share more if you had any questions. But have a great day. Peace.